Hello and welcome back to a new vlog. Today it is Thursday and I've got myself out. It is 10:35 in the morning and I'm going to go to a cafe to study. Look at today's weather, it's so nice. I think I'm going to use the app because there's an app I'm going to Espresso House. I love that. So I think I'm just going to order it online because then I can pay and everything through the app and then just go and collect it and sit there and work. It's not always as open for paying in the app, but sometimes, and it was today, so I was happy. And there we go. And ordered, it's actually being made at the moment, so I'm heading inside.
I used to stay up all night trying to find my place, chasing neon lights and looking for some kind of trace to lead me out of darkness. Give me a little faith, something to make me stronger, someone who could light the way. Then you came to me and you gave me reason. I almost can't believe it. Every time we touch, I feel at home.
Good morning. It is 6:17 in the morning. I just said good morning, so of course. And I'm heading to school. I'm not bringing my camera because it's a little bit of a busy day. Having some going to a course and then having a little study session with some of my friends. But I bought myself a new skirt yesterday. I love it! Look at that! Look at that! It's also got pockets. Which skirt does have pockets? I go to school and I'll see you when I get back, and then it's going to be Friday. Well, I have a few things to do, and tomorrow I'm going to girls' night, so I'm very excited for that. Yeah. Okay, see you after school. Bye. I am back home. It seems maybe like it was just a minute, but it was a hot minute. I've just made myself some dinner. Look at that. It's actually 9 minutes to 2. Swedish meatballs, lingonberry mash. So excited to try this. It's so warm. A fun fact about me is that I actually have eaten meatballs, Swedish meatballs, one time in my life, and that was not very long ago. That was when I moved in here, when we were at IKEA. That is a critic. You could have that critics to me. That is fairly bad. But I liked it, and that's the positive thing. It's so warm. What's that? It's too warm. I have to do like the baby try. And lingonberry. I don't know if I've ever had lingonberry. There's a lot of sugar in that. Let's try. The lingonberry. That was odd. Oh, it wasn't. Wait, why did I feel like the lingonberry? I feel like everything else was good, the balance, the lingonberry not. It's good at first and then it's like a very... I'm not used to lingonberry. Ooh, okay. But the rest was delicious. Delicious. I just fell asleep in this chair and slept for a good few hours. Well, maybe 2. This is such a comfortable sofa, but it's not really made for sleeping in it. I mean, like, size-wise. So, anyways, yesterday I was very tired. I fell asleep. And I slept too much, so that it was so difficult to sleep last night. And then I said to myself today, I'm not going to, well, I thought, did I think that? Well, I think that was my goal, to not sleep. And then, or like nap. And then yesterday that was too long. I think I slept for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 hours. And that's too much. If you sleep 4 hours if you nap, that's not even a nap. If you nap 4 hours in the day, you'll have problems to sleep later. That's my prediction, and it happened. So I did put on an alarm for half an hour. Amazing. The only problem was I was so tired afterwards that I think I repeated the half an hour around 3 times. So I might have slept an hour and a half. Now I feel great. And I've just edited a bit of the vlog and such. I'm so glad I bought this skirt. I love it. And it's so pretty. It's got pockets, which is very nice. But, I mean, what are you going to put in there? It's just like your bank card. So it's not getting more bulky. So I don't know. But, very pretty. And I'm so like, yeah, if you saw like the earlier, I was in the shops yesterday. So the thing is, this is like a polyester skirt, and you might know my feelings about synthetics. However, I've come to, because I stopped buying it altogether, and like except socks, because you couldn't find any socks without any of that in them. But I've come to a newer conclusion because it's nearly impossible. So I'm going to, over a period of time, try, that's my goal now, it might change, but now it's my goal to change things in my wardrobe and get natural fibres, at least, well, in the future, so that I don't have any like synthetics. But it's very difficult because I want a particular style, and I think I need to order online. Well, the first thing, I need to make them myself. If you make them yourself, you're going to get them how you want them, in the fabric quality you'd like. However, if you're not doing that, which I'm not doing at the moment, you can't really go to the shops and just find things, because I went to one shop, yeah, and I just saw so many nice clothes, but I knew there were synthetics. But I thought the new strategy to myself, I think I need to give myself some leeway to change my wardrobe, because I'm so now tired of the clothes that I've got, and I desperately wanted some skirts and some dresses and some nice tops. I tried so many tops. They were so pretty, exactly the ones I've showed earlier in this vlog. They were exactly my vibe. And then like the white knitted jumper with a frilly neck, and also the sleeves. So pretty. I loved it. But, and also the first one I showed, very pretty. But all of them have the same issue. They itch. And that's because there's synthetics and there's a bit of wool, and there's like a combination which I have no idea why they made that. I understand this is fast fashion and it needs to be cheaper than having only wool, and perhaps they could have made it in wool and silk perhaps, and that would have been a comfortable non-itching combo. But they didn't. So I don't know why you would make a product and put it on the market if it's itching, because who wears itching clothes? And I don't want to wear a like white polo neck underneath. So I spoke to my mother and she said, well, people wear them, so maybe there's only a few people that it itches for. I have no clue. Is that true for you? Like, if you go into a fast fashion, relatively cheap place, and this isn't, well, in the fast fashion, this is a bit above H&M and such. But like, because I think the designs are very pretty. I can tell like they've done a great job with that, but they're still using not very, but like cheap and a bit of wool like fabrics. And do they, like, these kinds of clothes itch for you as well? Or is it only me? I have a sensitive skin, but I can't comprehend. I hope it doesn't itch for everybody, because that would have been great. But if it does, why do you as a business put that product on the market? Because all of those itched and was so uncomfortable. I tried them on, I was like, oh, let's give it a bit of time. And I was in the changing room for a bit and still itches. And then when I just had to not wear it, because I was like, no, I can't buy it, because I don't want to have an itchy jumper which I am going to have in my closet and think, oh, that's pretty, but I don't want to wear it. And when you wear it, it's just uncomfortable. So I didn't get it. I didn't get all of those. And I tried some other things, like they were way too big, and I found them in, like, I just went through and looked actually for sunglasses because I forgot mine at home. But and I saw these things in like sales sections. I was like, this is exactly my style. However, some of them were in a size too big, my normal size. But apparently, I think there's been a size shift in the industry as well, because I think people complained that the smaller sizes were unreasonable, realistically small. And now, I was going to say, like, that gives me a problem, no, but like, well, it did, but that was the only, my normal size were way too big, and I thought to myself, because the knitted skirt as well, the white knitted skirt, it was too big, but I thought, I can sew it, I can fix it, and I was like, you know what, no, that's going to look all right, but I'm not going to strip the whole like knitted fabric, and I don't have an overlock machine and everything, so you know what, you're just getting yourself too much work for that. And then I was contemplating if it was pretty or not, because I've been so wanting to get a few winter dresses which you can wear tights underneath, which I've got now, and then a nice wool wintry dress, wool kind of dress. It has to be some like knitted or good material. It could be synthetics as well, not good material, but in the sense that, for example, like this, any like a bit more like thick and wintry vibes. But I haven't found anyone yet. What was my fault with that? I'm unsure. I don't know. Sometimes I have this issue where I explain too much about something in a direction which you perhaps don't need, and then I forgot where my trail is, what was my point with that. That actually happened earlier today as well. But yeah, no, so I want skirts and dresses and very cute tops. I would preferably buy them in store so that I can try them on, just as that skirt, which if I would have ordered that and it would have arrived, it would have been way too big, and no. So it's always best to try something on, because I know that online they have a lot of beautiful clothes. But again, if they're itching, it's just going to be too much hassle with sending them back, and that's not what I want. So I'm trying to give it a look. I've also been to thrift shops. That was a while ago. I can't seem to find anything there. Well, that's a lie. I went to look for natural fibers clothes, which also is vintage and cute and feminine. That was very hard, but I actually found someone in town. There's like this thrift shop which has lots of clothes, not just random clothes in a corner, but actually a lot of shoes and dresses. I showed that in a vlog, and they had some vintage dresses with, well, I'm not sure vintage is the actual word for how old it was, but it was like synthetics, but like 80s perhaps. But then I was going for natural fibres. So if I've changed my mind that I want to have some pieces in my garment, some pieces in my wardrobe, until I make my own pieces or find other pieces that I want to have for a longer time and also can last a longer time, I can have those other synthetics. So I might go and like have a look at that again. So yeah, the plan for this weekend is work a lot. I think I'm going to go out tomorrow and try to find a few things, or just have a look at, could I find some dresses, could I find some skirts. I'm glad I found this skirt, but I also want ankle long skirts in a pretty silhouette. However, they don't sell those. I am like decades too late for that. And if I find one skirt, it's like, oh no, not that kind of skirt. Yeah, so I would like to do that tomorrow. And then, so work, look for some dresses. And then I am later in the evening going to Marina's, and nearly all of the people except one is coming to a girls' night, and I'm so happy about that. And I'm so glad it's tomorrow, and like I've been looking forward for this for a little while. And we're going to make tacos. It's always like tacos or ordering pizza. And some people, not naming names, were fed up by the pizza thing. And so I was like, okay, tacos? And tacos was fine and accepted by everyone. So we're doing that. And Marie is actually doing all the shopping this time. Usually we bring things, all of us grab something and arrive. But this time she was like, no, I'm going shopping and then we can split it. So that was very nice, and now you just need to arrive. I also bought a new chai spice. This is the best one. If you're ever in, I was going to say Europe, that's actually true. I actually looked at the map. Where does Espresso House live? I was going to say. So if you're ever in Scandinavia, or because I had some in Germany as well, and perhaps other European countries, this is so beautiful. You take 2 normal spoons of this, and then you add same amounts of warm water and warm milk. I often like, what's it called, froth the milk and stir, and it's such a beautiful flavour. If you like chai lattes, if you like the chai latte from Starbucks, you're going to like this as well. I prefer this, but haven't had Starbucks in a while, so I think I'm going to get a Starbucks one someday. So I bought this because I got 2 of these for Christmas, and I opened the one at home, and then because they've got this thing underneath, so it's very nice to travel with. I got 2 of these for Christmas, and I opened one at home, and then what did I do? Yeah, I brought one of them because the other one I've opened the under lid, and that was making it a bit harder to travel with. And also I had a lot of things with me. I didn't have any more room to bring anything, so but then I used it in a month's time. Yeah, nearly. I have drunk so many of those, so it was gone. So I bought a new one, and I've got the other one at home because very nice. Because this is a drink, because you know a normal tea is nice, but this is an experience. This is a proper Espresso House, or like go out to have a latte drink. Thick drink. Well, you have to pair it with some good milk then. Right, this is normal milk, which is 0.5% fat, which is like a lighter version. So this is skim milk, perhaps, and it's a normal milk, and then this is my favorite milk, which is soy milk, but this has calcium in it, so they nearly have the same amount of calcium, even though this is normal milk. They're different. But anyways, this is a thick milk. This is not. This is very nearly watery. So, and this is a thick, sweet milk. So, and there's also different kinds of soys and everything that is very thin. So this is my choice, and this is also a vanilla flavor, and the other one isn't. That's cow flavor. So this is the best one, I think, in my opinion, for getting that creamy, thick consistency. And I know at Espresso House they use Art Pro. They don't use vanilla, and they don't use, well, they don't use this. They use like a thinner. But even though they froth the milk in such a way that it gets a thick consistency, and this is a thick consistency, so just with a vanilla flavor, love it, love it. So this is also like, if you can get your hands on this, I would recommend. It's a bit sugary, I'm going to say. I think the other one has 4.5 grams of sugar, and this has 6.8. So definitely a sweeter one, but I like it. And you can even drink this just as is. And if you do that, you are going to, if you haven't tried this before or anything like similar, you're going to get an experience, because this is a drink. This is a drink. This is very, very good and worth the money. It's a bit pricey, but this isn't. Like, I had some oat milks and soy milks that, not the soy, actually just oat. I'm not into oat milk. They're so thin and so odd flavored for me. So this is just a good one, but it's pricey. So it's more like you get what you pay for kind of vibe. How was that? Well, I'm going to end the vlog here and perhaps make myself a drink and then chai latte, and then I'll see you next week. I am hopefully going to vlog tomorrow. So you're going to see if I find some beautiful dresses, skirts, anything of that sort of vibe. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel.